Why waste your time, right? Smart people take shortcuts. We know how to build something that lets you upload your song, that will sit there and read it and look at you and your profile and your Spotify link or your SoundCloud or whatever it is, and assume a lot of stuff about you, autofill all of that, ask you some questions, right? And fill in all the information that's going to end up going to these 5 or 6 or 10 different places. And you press go, and it sends it to all of those places, and you go back and you make more music instead of sitting there for hours typing in the same in every single place.
Yeah, so it's a godsend. Like instead of me having to enter data, I literally take what I did at the end of my composing time and I just drag and drop, and it asks for a title. And I give it a title. Actually, it actually suggests a title now, right, because sure. I hate coming up with titles. So it listens to the audio, it tags it, it says this is 107 beats per minute. It's in the key of A minor, right? It creates all of that.
Here's your mood tags. Here's the vibe that it fits. Here's the length of the song. Here's the BPM.
Exactly.
Like all of that.
Yep. And then it's like, do you want me to register this with ASCAP? I'm an ASCAP writer, right?
It just does it.
It just does it. It infers information about me, right? I still have the final approval. It shows me everything. But now what took me, I know it sounds like an exaggeration, but it's not. What took me 4 hours of entering information in all of these places now takes me less than 2 minutes.
Right.
I get back to composing, or I move on with my day.
And I suppose then we should say that as we started to look at that, we started to realize, like, not only entering this stuff, but knowing where it goes, and then doing all the signups and doing all of that stuff. Why should the average creator even bother with that? If they can sign up with us, we will create all of the accounts that they need in order to register this stuff, get played, get credited, get paid. They put it in once, they click it, 2 minutes later, they're back making music. It's going everywhere it needs to go. All of the metadata is correct.
Exactly.
Right? Bob's your uncle, and you're done.
Yep.
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about any of this. So then we started thinking, okay, if you don't own the keys, do you actually own the car that you're driving? So what we decided to do was set it up so that it all belongs to you. And if you want to sit here and watch all of these podcasts or read all of our white papers or do whatever, and you want to do all of this yourself, you can go do it. If you want to work with us for a year or 5 years or 5 months or 5 minutes, and then you want to go do it yourself, you're welcome to it. You own all of this. We don't want any of it. We are simply here to help people who want to be helped and to inform everyone else on how they can get paid. And we just want to see everyone get paid. Once is here for the independent creators.
Right.
Once is not here for people with a label deal.
Well, and there's a reason for that. It's not that we don't want to help them.
They have help.
Well, not only do they have help, but there's a lot of red tape associated with that help.
Yeah.
I am a writer and I'm an artist, and that's definitely me on the recording. So I know I'm going to get writer, and I'm going to get, my mechanicals, and then I'm also going to get neighboring rights because I'm an Audible contributor. However, my publishing is with so-and-so, and they're administered by this company, but they also have a sub-pub with this, and so-and-so happened to be in the room and fixed us coffee while we were in there, so we made him a co-writer. And there's like all of that, like if this, then that, like stuff today, once is not for you.
No, it's not. And I know a lot of these people. There are great people in that system who really believe in music. They're working inside of their system, and that's great. Like, that system has kind of been designed for them, and they have the resources to work in that, and that is awesome.
Yeah.
They don't need us. at
right.
all. Thing that we built is for people like us who are making independent music with independent artists or as independent artists and just want to get their stuff out there and then get back to the business at hand, which is actually making great art.
Love it.